Eating keto or low carb while you're traveling can be challenging, but it's definitely doable, whether you're on vacation or visiting family or at a conference for work. I'm low carb dietitian Franziska Spritzler, and today I'll share 7 tips for helping you stay low carb on your trip. Number 1, decide ahead of time what you want to commit to. Think about this carefully. Do you want to stay on plan 100% of the time when you're away? Or do you want to maybe have a higher carb meal or two? If you're following a keto diet and want to remain in ketosis, you'll need to be stricter with your intake. Planning what you're going to commit to ahead of time can help you feel more empowered and more in control before and during your trip. Number 2, bring snacks for the journey. Whether you're traveling by plane, train, or car, make sure to have some healthy low-carb snacks on hand in case you get hungry, or if your flight is delayed, which seems to be happening a lot more often these days. Here are a few foods you can pack and take from home or buy at a convenience store. No sugar jerky, meat sticks, pepperoni, or salami. Almost any type of nuts or seeds, although cashews are higher in carbs than other nuts. Or Parmesan or cheddar cheese crisps. Those are all my real food suggestions. If you're okay with occasionally having some packaged products and they don't cause any digestive issues or cravings or other symptoms in you, then having a Quest bar or a low-carb protein shake can also work. Number 3, start your day off right. If you never eat breakfast at home, then there's no reason to start while you're out of town just because your hotel offers a complimentary breakfast buffet. Coffee or tea is just fine. But if you are a breakfast eater like me, follow these suggestions to get a healthy keto or low-carb meal. At a breakfast buffet, you can make a complete meal of just eggs, scrambled, boiled, fried, or poached. Eat as many as you need to feel full. You can also pair eggs with sausage or bacon, of course. And if there's an omelet station, you've hit the jackpot. Order an omelet with cheese and any meats or vegetables you like. What if there are only things like cereal, pastries, rolls, sweetened yogurt, and fruit at the breakfast buffet? Then head back to your room and dig into your low-carb staples. I'll cover what those should be shortly. Number 4, keep restaurant meals simple. You may feel completely comfortable ordering a low-carb meal at your favorite restaurant. But choosing lunches and dinners at unfamiliar restaurants can sometimes be tricky depending on the type of cuisine. Try to keep your meals simple. Protein, vegetables, fat. Done. Here are some other basic guidelines. Pass on the bread, rolls, or tortilla chips. If other people in your group want them, ask that they be placed far away from you. You don't need that kind of temptation while you're waiting for your meal. Choose plain grilled meat, poultry, seafood, or tofu. Butter or a creamy sauce on seafood or other lean protein is great, but request that your food be prepared without any sugar or flour. Ask for roasted broccoli, asparagus, or other non-starchy vegetables instead of potatoes, pasta, or rice. Another option that I often choose is a protein-based salad with greens, other vegetables, oil and vinegar, or a creamy dressing. Actually, a Carb salad is my go-to if it's on the menu. Chicken, bacon, egg, blue cheese, avocado, and tomatoes. Drink water, unsweetened iced tea, or coffee with your meal. What about alcoholic beverages? Let's talk about that a little bit. Number 5, make wise beverage choices. Let's say you're meeting friends or colleagues for a drink. What should you order? The healthiest option is sparkling water or club soda with a twist of lemon or lime. But if you want an alcoholic beverage, go for a glass of dry red or white wine or champagne. Or for a mixed drink, order scotch and club soda, gin, lime juice and club soda, or similar combinations. What about sweet mixed drinks, especially tropical types? They're delicious, but they're also loaded with carbs. A pina colada, strawberry margarita, or Mai Tai each have about 30 grams of net carbs and virtually no nutritional value. So take a hard pass on all of them. Number 6, keep your room stocked with low-carb provisions. Sometimes there just aren't any decent low-carb options at a restaurant, family gathering, or conference. So make sure to pack or purchase some food that you can eat if needed. Shelf-stable foods include many of the snacks I mentioned earlier, like no-sugar jerky, beef sticks, nuts, and a couple of others that aren't quite as easy to eat on a plane or in the car, like avocado or canned tuna, salmon, or sardines. Depending on the type of fish and how it's packaged, you may want to keep a small bottle of olive oil and some sea salt in your room so that you can season the fish to your liking. If your room has a small refrigerator, you can pick up some other items at the local grocery store. Here are a few ideas: cold cuts, cottage cheese or plain Greek yogurt, hard-boiled eggs, any type of cheese, smoked salmon, raw vegetables with a creamy dip, and berries or other fruits, depending on your carb target. Number 7, know how carbs affect you. What if you have the opportunity to try an exotic high-carb dish or dessert that you've never tried before? Can you indulge just this once? It really depends. In my experience working with people, and from what I've heard from other keto and low-carb clinicians, eating a carby meal can cause someone to go off track for several days. Is any food worth that? Now, if you know from your own past experience that eating a high-carb meal won't cause cravings and you'll be able to get right back on track, then go ahead and have a small portion of the food. For some people, this can make traveling more enjoyable and a low-carb lifestyle more sustainable, but I would say that that's more the exception than the rule. Also remember that my first piece of advice today was to decide ahead of time whether you want to allow a higher carb meal or two on your trip. So if you've committed to staying 100% on plan, then I highly recommend that you do that. It'll increase your confidence that you can stay low carb even when faced with temptation. But of course, the choice is up to you. Being honest with yourself about how you're likely to respond can help you decide what to do. I hope you enjoyed my tips for staying keto or low carb while traveling. If you have any additional advice, please leave it in the comments. And also, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.